Welcome back to Full On Football, and of course with our guest Ben Dale now, where he's being joined by another member of Seaford Rangers, someone that I alluded to, did not have such a great start to his season. We're going to find out why. Of course, from Seaford Rangers we have Mohammed Sheriff. Welcome to Full On Football, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Now look, I remember you playing for Cobras last year, not for Seaford. What brought you to Seaford?
Seaford was actually my old club. It was sort of my first club in Adelaide when I arrived in here, 2003, and then I moved down to Nolang. I was living up there, and I played there for a year and a half, and then I left because my uncle was moving back to live around Henley Beach Road, so I had to go back and play with Cobras. But after the season finishes and I think back, and I've been talking to my coach here, Ben, as well. We've been talking about the game and how it's going, and he told me to come back, and I decided to go back because I thought it was a very good club and they treated me there really well.
Fantastic. It's great to see that you've got that great feeling for the club. Now, the unfortunate side of your start to the season has been that you have suffered an injury which has caused you to have a knee reconstruction.
Yeah, that was very unfortunately. I wasn't expecting it after all the hard preseason training and all the preseason games. We played really well. We did all the hard work, and first game of the season, first 2 minutes, got knocked out, and that's what happened. So,
oh, that's really sad to hear that. And I know that you're not feeling really great with it at the moment, and that's understandable because we've had a few guys on the show that have had injuries, and you do feel down about it. But if you look at some of the other players around that have come out of their injuries, I mean, looking at Lucas Pantelis, he's one that's had 2 knee reconstructions, and the same with Michael Valkanis and a few of our local players. You can come out of it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm sure that you'll be one of these persons, just listening to you talk today, that you'll be one of these people that will work through your rehabilitation and come out even stronger.
Yeah, I'm hoping the same, because looking at those professional players and looking at their injuries, and they actually come back from their injury and perform the way they perform it today, as we see them on TV and watch them outside on the stadium as well. I think it's pretty good, and I'm pretty confident that after this knee reconstruction, and when I come back, I'll prove myself that injury is just an injury, and you can come back from it and perform the way you perform.
Fantastic. I think you definitely can. Have you had an opportunity to speak to anyone who's had a knee reconstruction at all?
Oh yeah, I speak to one of the team members down the club, because he's done I think knee construction and cleanup in the cartilage as well. So I spoke to him, and he said there's nothing to worry about, just you have to take your time and relax on it and don't rush it in. And he said I'm still young, so I got a long time to go, so I shouldn't rush anything. After the knee reconstruction, just make sure I'm taking good care of it, and hopefully stay at the club for next year's season and half of this year's season. So I'm thinking by the end of this year, as we're going right now, see if it's going to be a very good club this year, and we're hoping to catch the Premier League next year.
It is, it's very exciting. Can I just ask how old you are?
Oh, I just turned 19.
Oh, so 18, you are very young.
Yeah,
so you've got plenty of football in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you a great recovery. I'm not saying a speedy recovery, but a full recovery, and hope that we can see you play your fantastic football that we know that you're capable of.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Now, Ben, let's have a look at the results from round 2. Another great result for you guys, which we will see on the slide there. Of course, NAB and Enfield, this was surprising, this result, a 0-0 draw. I was really surprised when that result come through, but obviously it must have been a very intense match to come out 0-0 draw. Of course, your side, 3-1 up against Toros. Bradley Armour in the mix again. I spoke to him on the weekend. Very high accolades for yourself, and high respect. And they've got these people here, Chris Trajanovski. They've got a lot of respect for the club, and are really willing to give their all for this year, and as you are doing. Of course, the other scorers were Anderson and Makochi, and Skiankalepori for Western District Toros. The Cove 3 on their winning ways again. 3 beating Port Pirie 0 with Sobczynski, Coney and Thompson scoring again there for the Cove. Noarlunga United 2, Gawler 2 with Still and an own goal there for Noarlunga, and Andrews and Trimboli again scoring for Gawler, so they're prolific goal scorers there for Gawler. And of course Northern Demons, this is another interesting result. Northern Demons 3, West Adelaide 1, so Northern Demons at home very strong. Michael Edwards scoring a brace, and Keane and Yanni Saris scoring for West Adelaide. And that game for you, Ben, Seaford 3, Western District Tories 1. Was that a strong game? You guys played well?
Oh, look, I thought we played pretty well in patches. I thought we probably played better the week before. But, it's still just simple things we've got to continue to work on, and as long as we keep getting the results and we continue to improve every week, well, I'm happy. So, we're playing some decent football, so I'm happy.
So, can I ask what's the secret to your success?
Well, I think, there's no... last season we did a lot of hard work going back to basics, and we've got a lot of good, young, enthusiastic boys out there who are out there for the right reasons, and the attitude is quite positive. We've blended that now with some experience with Tradger and Brad. Obviously we had Mohammed back at the start of the year, and we've now got young Dale Anderson out there who can score goals, which is something that we've struggled with.
And I heard that he was with the Amateur League at 19 years old or 20 years old, and so you guys brought him into...
Well, I think what happened is he's from Newcastle, New South Wales, and basically was over here working, from what I can understand, and just walked in off the street, and happened to be at the club the night the amateurs were training, so joined in with them. But he was working away quite a bit, so he couldn't play every week. But I think he scored about 20 goals in half a season playing in amateur league, and people did mention him to me throughout the season that the guy knows how to score goals, and he scores goals for fun. So I thought, well,
headhunted him.
Yeah, absolutely. And the people from within the club spoke to him and spoke to myself, and he came out and did the hard work during pre-season, and I must admit he deserves everything he's getting. I mean, he did a lot of hard work along with the other guys during pre-season, and now hopefully he'll continue to reap the benefits. So
fantastic stuff. Well, as I said, I joke saying that you guys need a first aid officer for all the nosebleeds, but well done. You guys are moving forward, and it's been a long, hard road for you, Ben. You've been there for a few years now, and it's starting to pay off. So fantastic stuff. I'm very, very pleased for you yourself and for Seaford Rangers. Let's have a look at the table after round 2, and there we have it. Quick, take a photo of that. Seaford on top on 6 points, with the Cove on 6 as well. I mean, I heard that Grant Sweeney was swinging from those lamps on the weekend.
Must have been strong lamps.
Oh, very strong. Very, very happy men down there at the Cove, and we're happy for them as well. Northern Demons on 4, West Adelaide on 3, Port Pirie making up the top 5 on 3. Then we have Enfield on 2, NAB, Gawler, Noarlunga all on 1, and Playford and Torres at the bottom. Of course, Playford and NAB still have the one game because they had the bye, and NAB had the bye the week before. Let's have a look at the fixtures for round 3 for the State League. Again, very interesting matches. Port Pirie at home to Noarlunga. West Adelaide at City Mazda Oval, which is the West Adelaide SANFL ground. That's going to be their home ground at Richmond. They're up against Enfield, big match there. NAB are at home to Playford City. Seaford at home to Gawler. So another doable win or another doable match here for you guys. And Western District Toros up against the Cove at home. Toros are at home, and Northern Demons has the bye. So again, some interesting matches all round.
Well, like we already mentioned with the Super League and the Premier League, it is a very, very tight league, and there's no easy game really as far as I'm concerned. And looking at the fixtures there's teams that are really going to need the 3 points this week, because as we start to get further into the league, and for us, obviously winning 3 in a row would be fantastic, but we don't take any team lightly, and we've got to continue to work hard and try to get the result. But as far as the time I've been at the club, and this is my 7th year, I've never been involved in 3 wins in a row, so it's something that's again a small milestone, another short-term goal we need to try to achieve, and that's all we're doing at the moment, is taking each week as it comes.
Well, I can't wait till about 5:30 next week when those scores come rocking in on my mobile phone, and hopefully that guys will be able to get that first time ever third win in a row. Mohammed, I really thank you very much for giving us your time to come on the show. You are now officially a friend of Full On Football, and we hope you stay a friend of Full On Football. We'll be following your progress, and hopefully you'll be coming out the other end of this injury stronger, harder, faster, with some great football.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for coming on.
No worries.
Ben, if you'd like to stay with me for the next segment, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be back with more of Full On Football.
Here we go.